Today, we're looking at the Tbest handheld spray bidet. And I got it because it was very cheap. It was only $23. And it's been about a week later, and I see they raised the price to $30. But anyway, let's take a look at what I got. Here's what showed up in the mail. I got this white box. And inside of the white box, I got the following items. We got the handheld sprayer. We got a holster that mounts either on the side of the toilet or on the wall. And just to point out this holster, it's stainless steel with a really nice looking chrome plating. And it also comes with some anchor bolts if you want to unscrew it from this metal strap and screw it to the wall. Got a hose, some Teflon tape, and some instructions. Okay, the T-valve came in this plastic bag, and inside, don't forget there's a washer. And this washer has to go in here because things will leak all over the place if you don't put this rubber washer inside the T-valve like that. The instructions say CleanSpa, which is another brand I've heard of. It doesn't say Tbest anywhere on there. And I'm thinking that you see 20 different brands of these things, and I'm pretty sure that most of them are all the same things. Now, the most important part of the instructions is how to hook it up. And you can kind of see they show the T-valve on the bottom, the water outlet coming from the wall, and then the sprayer coming off to the side. Zoom in there. Here's a typical toilet installation. We've got a cutoff valve, so this would be hooked up to a pipe coming out of the wall, and then you turn this off to turn off the flow of water. And hopefully this will be in good shape. This is a multi-turn valve, the kind I don't really like. The best ones are the quarter-turn valves. And in some extreme cases, if you have some really, really old plumbing, you're going to have to replace this because especially these multi-turn valves won't completely turn off the water and they'll leak. And that's a problem that you can sometimes have. You see how we got a nice stainless steel braided hose. Hopefully yours has a nice stainless steel braided hose because these are wonderful. If you look at the stainless steel braided hose, you can see it has a nice rubber O-ring here, so you don't need fancy tools on it. And then it disconnects up here. Then it has a nice little rubber seal here to where nothing's going to leak. And these are really, really nice. If you have a super old house, you won't have stuff like this, and you should probably replace what you have and buy this stuff and put it in. So that's one of the things to keep in mind when you're doing this. And then the T-valve hooks up right here. Now, it just screws right on. And let me show you a couple of the problems I've had. I once did one of these, and you see I'm tightening this thing on here. Apparently, I had it tilted, I had it crooked. And I thought I had it on there nice and tight, and when I turned the water on, it started leaking all over. So that's called being cross-threaded. So you want to make sure you're very careful to get these things on the threads properly. And then the second problem I've had is as you're tightening this thing up, you've got to be really careful because this whole thing can turn. This nipple that we're attaching to hooks up to the filler valve, and it can start rotating. So you might want to reach into the toilet, grab a hold of the whole filler valve assembly, and make sure it doesn't twist around, and because that's the second thing that can go wrong on these installations. Okay, here's the hose, and it comes with shipping little protective caps. These two little blue protective caps, you unscrew them, throw them away. You can see inside here, there's a kind of a clear rubber seal here, and clear silicone rubber seal here. So that's what's going to create everything being watertight. And the kit gives you some Teflon tape. Now, the Teflon tape will not be used. You don't worry about the Teflon tape. You don't need it because what's going to seal these things is the rubber gaskets all around. So it'll only be for a very, very old retrofit that you'd ever have to worry about that. Because these, like I showed you, the stainless steel hose has O-rings in the ends, so you don't use Teflon tape with this kind of stuff. So now we take the spray head and we screw it onto the decorative end of the hose. And make sure you have somebody who has really good strong hands, and it goes in all the way. You can see this hose has a very nice chrome finish. A lot of them just have a stainless steel finish. So I have the T-valve screwed up on the top here, and now on the side we thread this thing on here. And if you have very strong hands, you can just use your fingers, but you might want to use a tool and just get a little snug, but you don't go too snug because the rubber O-ring does the work and it doesn't really need to be that tight. So now we're looking at the T-valve, and with the handle all the way up, it's off. And then if you turn it all the way down at 90 degrees, then it's full on. And I generally always have these things full on. I found that the higher the pressure, the better for the bidet. Anyway, and that's pretty much it. So these babies in action. It's sure nice. I tell you, for cleaning up the toilet, I mean, these things are just amazing.